Yeah, right now I'm just playing some Minecraft. I'll wait and see if some people uh, join in on the live. Get some viewers. Wait a minute or two. If I don't get any viewers, then I'll go ahead and start talking, say what I have to say. But yeah, if you guys hear some noise in the background, it's because I have a radio going. I got some country music playing, and then the game music that's coming from the game I'm playing, which is Minecraft, like I said. And I also got a fan in here that's running because it actually did get pretty warm today, even though it's December 14th, I think, as of the time I'm doing this. I don't know. But wait a little longer to see if anybody joins in, get any viewers. If not, then I'll go ahead and start talking. I got a beer in my hand. Sorry. That's a song that's playing on the radio right now. I don't actually have a beer in my hand, although a beer does sound good right now, but I don't drink often, so. And now a Hardy song is playing. A truck bed song. I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning. Alright. I'm not going to keep singing, I'm sorry. I don't think it'll affect the live if I sing, but I'm not going to turn the music up because I don't want it to affect the live video. So, well, we're almost 3 minutes into the live, so I'm going to go ahead and just start talking. If people want to watch this as I'm talking, then oh well, you know what, that's fine. But yeah, like I said, right now I'm just playing some Minecraft. Oh, yeah, this video's not gonna turn out the best. Sorry, guys. But yeah, built a house with a pole barn, another pole barn over there with a bunch of houses, and then a three-story lake house right here. And then if you're wondering what that is, across that water, just a weird looking bridge I decided to build. Hang on. Got more places over here. Okay, sorry. My focus is on the bridge. I'm not going to show every place I've built, but yeah, that's a bridge I built. Yeah, it goes on and on. Yeah, let me speed it up. Here we go. Side of the truck bed this morning. This morning. Yeah. Yeah, it goes on. And now try that in a small town by Jason Aldean's on. Absolutely love that song. That's a song that's pissed a lot of people off the past few months, but oh well. Not my problem. Kind of build myself a village. Of course, that roof looks, this roof right here, started changing colors. I used a certain block, and because of the certain weather that hit it, it changed colors. So, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I keep singing. Yeah, it just goes on and on. Go a little further, and then I'll turn the camera back over to me. I also kind of want to look back at this video one of these days and, years later to see what I've done. But, that right there is a cell tower. But, alright, I'm not going to keep going, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead and turn the camera. But, yeah, I'm a bit of a Minecraft geek. I'm not going to lie, I also like to play games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or, any Grand Theft Auto game out there except, well, okay, I kind of like Grand Theft Auto 3. I was going to say except for that game, but I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't like that one, even though that's my least favorite Grand Theft Auto game, but oh well. But speaking of Grand Theft Auto, while I'm talking about that subject, so I'm sure by now, a lot of you that are watching this have been hearing a lot about the whole Grand Theft Auto 6 thing that's been going on. Finally, Rockstar Games released a video of the Grand Theft Auto 6 commercial, and I gotta say, that game looks really good. Looks like the creators of that game did a damn good job doing that video. I will say that right now. I mean, my life doesn't center around video games. I'll say that right now. I work for a building contractor for a living, and, I'm more of a fan of, like, traveling and, being outdoors and all that, but on many occasions, yes, I will play video games. I mean, it's not the only thing I do in my life, but it's something I like to do if I got nothing better to do. In the summertime, in the spring and fall, when the air is decent, yeah, I'll be outside quite a bit, but anyways, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this about my life yet, or my plans, anyways. But oh, it got dark in here. Of course, it just went to nighttime in Minecraft. So I get into one of the places I just built. But anyways, so I'm sorry. Getting back to the subject with GTA 6. So like I said, it looks like the freaking video game creators did a damn good job making this game. Oh crap. Well, guys, my live just cut out for a sec. I apologize. Hopefully that didn't just screw up my entire live video. Hopefully self-service isn't going out again. If this live doesn't turn out the best, then I apologize for that right now. But Yeah, it looked like the live video was crashing a bit, and then I lost connection for a sec. So I apologize, but hopefully, if we can continue to talk without any more interruptions. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6, that's been talked about endlessly by a lot of people on YouTube. People have been talking about it, like, you know, YouTubers like Penguin Zero, and then, gamers like Mr. Boss for the Win, Zach Cox TV, which I like Zach Cox TV, absolutely one of my favorite gaming channels. But um, yeah, Mr. Boss for the Win, I'm not a huge fan of him, but I'll kind of talk about that here in a little bit. But you know, um, yeah, they're basing Grand Theft Auto 6 and Vice City, which I'm absolutely happy for. I kind of figured that's what they were going to do. I mean, YouTubers the past few years have been talking nonstop about it, but, they didn't really have any proof other than, some websites out there that, where people come up with all sorts of lousy nonsense and, just people assuming things and just pulling random ideas out of their asses, just going, oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be based here, it's going to be based there, it's going to be based in blah, blah, blah. Like, that right there was talked about endlessly for years and years, and, people kept talking about how it was going to be based in Vice City, which now I believe it will be because, like I said in the commercials, they talk about how it will be in Vice City, you know, which I am absolutely happy for. Like I said, it looks like they did a damn good job of making this game. It's a shame it took them 10 years to make this game, and of course we gotta wait another 2 years, but oh well. And another thing that bums me out about GTA 6 coming out is, they're not going to make it for Xbox One, which is what I have. But that's not to say, I think sometime in the next year or two, I'm probably going to end up getting a new game system anyways, because I've had this Xbox One for quite a while now, and I'm thinking what I'll do is probably give this Xbox that I have over to my little sister, or if she doesn't want it, then I'll find somebody else that does want it. So, um, yeah, you know, I'll probably end up buying either a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. I've heard more good things about the PS5 than I have the Xbox Series X, so I'll probably play that. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking. I just hope I don't buy a new gaming system and then, for some reason, Rockstar Games pushes their release date on Grand Theft Auto 6 and then turns around and goes, oh, actually, it's going to be for the next gaming system that comes out. You know, hopefully that's not the case, but if that does end up being the case, then oh well, not the end of the world, you know, so be it. Like I said, my life doesn't evolve around video games, but there are certain games out there I still play, I'm not gonna lie. like I said, right now I'm playing Minecraft, and then I play other games like Grand Theft Auto games and Red Dead Redemption games too. Both 1 and 2. I haven't played the first RDR game in quite a while, but I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely good. I'll say that right now. But yeah, sorry guys, it's getting a little late and I'm losing my train of thought. So yeah, I'm super excited that Rockstar Games has finally released the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. But in the meantime, there's many other things that we could all be doing. Many other games we could be playing while we're waiting. Like I said, I do more in my life than just play games. I work for a building contractor, so you know, so be it. Um, Another thing I like about Grand Theft Auto 6 is, by the sounds of it, looks like there's going to be two different people that you could play as, like you know, this man and this woman. I forgot their names. I can't remember their names at the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. I'm bad at remembering names, but and I can't remember either if they're either married or if they're just dating or what. But uh, looks like you get to play as either one of them in that game, which I think is cool. I was hoping they would have the option where you can play as like two different characters on that game. I'm glad they included that option. Kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5, where you were able to play as like three different people. On some occasions you couldn't play as a certain person like Franklin, Trevor, or Michael. You know, so yeah, but and not only that, but they're giving us a female player too. Not that that stuff really matters to me, but I think it's interesting that Red Dead or not Red Dead Redemption, or Grand Theft Auto 6 is doing that. So, and there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are coming up with all sorts of rumors, like which, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is based a lot of things from real life, obviously, like, people catching alligators and, this one dude with colored hair and face, tattoos all over his face, is based off of a real person, which I guess I guess I heard some sort of rumor that the original person that that video game character was based off of, I guess now he's trying to file a lawsuit against Rockstar Games for that. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But uh, yeah, that's been talked about endlessly. Like I said, whether or not that's true, I don't know. But then, like I said, you also have YouTubers like Mr. Boss for the win that's sitting there going, oh, well, this, you know, this one homeless millionaire owns this gun store. Oh, this one bikini girl might be the person that we play as. Oh, this person, that person, GTA this, GTA that, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, I'm not calling Mr. Boss for the win a liar for the things he's saying. Okay? Even though he has come out with all sorts of bullshit on his channel, Grand Theft Auto 6 is not out yet. So obviously, we don't have all the answers. So I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon of, oh, well, he's just pulling random bullshit out of his ass. Oh, he's just saying this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go down that route. But the thing is, with Mr. Boss for the win, it's like, even though I do think he is right about some things, it's like, man, some of the things he says and some of the weirdest things he comes up with, like whether it's true or not, it's like, dude, where do you get all this information from? Which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he said something about, he hopes that, one of the characters from one of the previous GTA games, or, voice actor from previous game appears on the new Grand Theft Auto game, which I do hope is true. I think, you know, not Michael DeSanta, but, his, Michael's voice actor, Ned Luke, I think it'd be cool if he played somebody on Grand Theft Auto 6. And then, people like Sean Fontino, who plays Franklin in Grand Theft Auto 5. I think it'd be cool if he voice acted somebody on Grand Theft Auto 6 as well. Which, believe it or not, Sean Fontino voice acted as an NPC from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which I didn't know about that until a few years ago when I did some research. And then, a year ago I started playing the trilogy version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and I found the NPC that Sean Fontino voice acted, and I was mind blown. How I went so many years without realizing that was beyond me. But then again, for the longest time, I didn't play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because I didn't make it for Xbox One up until like a year or two ago. So, yeah, you know. But yeah, I think it'd be cool, like if a voice actor or an actual Grand Theft Auto character from one of the previous games appeared on Grand Theft Auto 6. I will admit that right now. Sorry, my nose was a bit itchy, but uh, yeah, you know. And then I know at one point Mr. Boss for the win said that he would like to see characters like Laszlo on the next game, but to be honest, I don't see that happening because even though he's been on every Grand Theft Auto game so far, like, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Zach Cox TV out a video a few years back talking about how Laszlo was leaving Grand Theft Rockstar Games because one of his family members was having cancer and it ended up being a bad cancer. Whether or not that person ended up dying or ended up living, I'm not too sure. I never found out about that, but you know, like I said, Zach Cox TV talked about that. I'll have to rewatch that video and kind of, you know, get information about that. It's been a few years since I watched that video, but like I said, I don't see Laszlo Jones being on that game. If he did appear on that game, I would be amazed. But the way I see it right now, I don't see him making an appearance, you know. And I'm not saying that to bash him, you know, because like I said, I understand he left Rockstar Games for a good reason. And, you know, it was for one of his family members, you know. In my opinion, yes, family is more important than pretty much anything, you know. I can't say I blame Laszlo. You know, if I heard that one of my family members was dealing with the same thing, whether it be my sister or my mom or anybody like that, then yeah, I'd do the same thing too, you know. So I don't blame Laszlo for making that decision, you know. I understand his point, you know. And I hope something good did turn up, but if not, then, you know, it is what it is. But, I feel like there's something else I wanted to mention about Grand Theft Auto 6 before I jump to the next subject. Um, oh, yeah. With the gamers that are talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 now and have talked about it nonstop for the last few years, like people like Mr. Boss for the win, like I said, you know. And again, I'm not sitting there bashing him because, you know, he's not the only YouTuber that's done it. You know, people like Fernando, people like freaking Lispy Jimmy, and then I can't think of that. I can't think of that one dude. The dude that says "Oh my days," Naughty for Life or whatever his YouTube name is. I can't think of his name, man. But either or, you know, a lot of those YouTubers. Well, okay, Fernando hasn't really uploaded any videos about it. Doesn't sound like he's been on YouTube much lately, you know. And I haven't watched Lispy Jimmy's videos, you know. So I don't know if he's uploaded any content about it yet or not, but uh, you know, Mr. Boss for the win though. Like there for a while, he kept reading so much bullshit from the internet. You know, one person talks about GTA 6, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, hey guys, here's what I just found on. I found here, found there. This is what I found. Blah 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 blah. Like, and I get it. You know what? Some of the things Mr. Boss for the Win says is, you know, it's things that come from some website. But even then, you know, sometimes he just pulls random bullshit out of his ass, and it's like, dude. And the thing is, he's been called out for it too, you know, like, if I'm not mistaken, there's like 3 or 4 Rockstar Games voice actors that called him out for doing that, like like I said, Ned Luke called him out for it, and then Roger Clark, which is Arthur Morgan's voice actor, you know, he mentioned something about him at one point, and then uh, Sean Fontino, well, he never really said anything about him, but I mean, when him and Ned Luke did a live stream, talking to each other, um, and they mentioned something about Mr. Boss for the win, and Sean Fontino shook his head, and well, Ned Luke mentioned it, and basically Ned Luke called him out for it, refer to him as boss man, fuck the world. I'm sorry, but I gotta laugh at that. And that's, even though it was almost 4 years ago now that he said that, still to this day that makes me laugh. But, you know, then again, Mr. Boss for the win kind of had that coming because, like I said, that's all he talks about on his YouTube is GTA this, GTA that, Red Dead Redemption this, Red Dead Redemption that, and I mean, when it comes to like Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, he's more truthful about the things that goes on that game. But as far as Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 6, it's like, bro, you've been called out for this before. Shut the fuck up. And look, guys, I'm sorry about my language. I'm trying to cut down on swearing, because I'm trying to change some things around in my life. So, excuse me. That's another subject I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But, yeah, like I said, I can't wait till Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, though, Like I said, it sucks that we gotta wait till 2025, but then again, I mean, 2023 is almost over. We're in the last month of the year, so I mean, and I can't complain either because I mean, Christmas is coming up real soon, so is New Year. I would love to do some big vlog videos, but like I said, I still don't have a tablet or anything like that to record with. After Christmas hits, I'm definitely going to try and save up for like, new recording equipment and, uh, you know, my family's talking that we might go on some trips as well. I'm not 100% sure, but, that and, I'm trying to make sure I watch what all I do with money because, I mean, I was kind of behind on truck payments for a while, and I'm working endlessly to try and get caught up, and I'm getting there. But you know, I've been making payments monthly, but there for a while I was behind. But it is what it is. It happens to some people. You just gotta push through. You know. Luckily, we've been working some decent jobs with my building contracting job, and been making some good money lately. So that's definitely helped me. But far as Christmas shopping, though, like I'm not 100% sure how that's gonna work out with me because, like I said, money's been tight, but which I'm not asking for money either. Please don't donate money. That's not what I'm saying. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag my video down for talking about that, but I'll get caught up all the way eventually. I'm getting there. Just gotta have patience. But oh well. You know, the type of vehicle I have. I drive a 2014 Ford F-150, and it's a good vehicle. Don't get me wrong. For it being an EcoBoost truck, I mean, it's not the worst truck out there. It does have good towing. I'm pretty sure there's some things on that truck though that I'm gonna need to be that's gonna need replaced. Like I know I'm gonna have to replace a wastegate actuator, and then I'm not 100% sure if my water pump needs replaced too. I don't know, or I probably just need to just throw some antifreeze in it, which either or I'll have to throw antifreeze in it, but the antifreeze in it is still at a good level. But like I said, my water pump might need replaced soon, but uh, it is what it is. All vehicles have their issues eventually. I know what some people are going to say. Oh, well, you drive a Ford. What do you expect? Ford has its issues. Blah 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 blah. Dude, I've driven all sorts of vehicles. I've driven Dodge, Chevy, Ford, and I think out of all the issues I've had, like, I think Ford has given me the least amount of issues. The vehicle I had before my Ford, which was a Chevy Suburban, it was okay for a while. I did take that vehicle on some good trips, good long trips, anyways. But the last 6 or 7 months I drove it, like, it just had issues nonstop. Like, I'd try and fix one thing and then another thing would happen with it, But it was an older Suburban, 2002 to be exact, The guy that sold it to me, he took really good care of it, and, it was a good vehicle. I do miss it, Sometimes I wish I still had it, but, it is what it is, But I like the truck I have now, So I can't complain. Good truck, People talk down on Ford all the time, make it seem like the worst vehicle brand out there, when really it isn't. You know, People just believe everything they see, like on Facebook or YouTube. Like, come on now. Like, I watched this one video months back. I'll have to see if I can find it again. But a guy with a Ford F-150 doing like a tug of war match with two other trucks, 2018 Chevy Silverado, and then a newer Ram truck. Can't remember what year model. It was a 19 or newer, but a guy with a Ford F-150 that was made, I think, sometime between 2015 and 2017. I don't remember, but It was Chevy and Ram versus Ford, and like I said, it was a tug of war, and that Ford truck beat both of those trucks. And if I ain't mistaken, I'm pretty sure the type of motor that Ford had was it was either a 3.5 or a 2.7 or something like that. I'll have to look again, but either or, that truck still won, which I thought was funny. But yeah, like I said, Ford makes pretty good trucks. People talk down on Ford trucks all the time, like they're the worst trucks out there, and they're really not. Like I said, people just assume shit, and people like to sit there and pull the found on road dead jokes, but oh well, not my problem. But um I think now I'm gonna kind of jump into a few other subjects. So, you know, my major plans for 2024, first off, one of my biggest goals is to start going to the gym a bunch and try and lose try and lose the body fat I have, and, try and get in shape. Maybe try and gain some muscles too. You know, I'm definitely going to try and do that. I kept telling people that I was going to do that, and I just never did. But 2024 is the year I'm definitely going to try and make those changes. And I hope things do go as planned. Hopefully something major doesn't happen. Because there were some things that happened that changed my plans for this year, and I'm hoping that that doesn't happen for 2024. I mean, if it's a good change, then okay, that's fine. But if it's a change that isn't good, then, it's not something I look forward to. Like, had quite a few unfortunate things happen this year, like lost a grandparent to cancer, and, just some things that just didn't go as planned. I'm not going to get into all that, but, you know, definitely going to try and hit the gym more, and, try and lose some weight and gain some muscle. And then, or if I can't go to the gym, uh, there's a trail that goes right by where I live. It's called the Cal Haven Trail that runs from South Haven, Michigan to Kalamazoo, Michigan. You can ride a bike on there, you can jog on it, you can ride a horse on it. In the wintertime, you can ride a snowmobile on it too, which is awesome. But, yeah, probably jog on that a bit. I'm not 100% sure if I will, but, the least I want to try and do is go to a gym, you know. But, one of my favorite songs is on right now, and it's making me lose my focus. The name of the song right now that's playing on the radio is Fearless by Jackson Dean, you know. On the bridges, yeah, feeling. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep losing focus and singing along to some of these songs that are playing, and I don't even remember all the lyrics of this song either. yeah, but like I said, hitting the gym is one of my big goals, and then um, I'm definitely going to try and get back into disc golfing this year, or in 2024 anyways. Been wanting to do that for years, and I definitely want to try and start doing that again. I used to go with my stepdad and my uncle years back, and last time I did it was back in 2017. It was a few months after I graduated in high school, so definitely want to try and get back into that, and then maybe try and get into fishing too. Would love to try and get into fishing, and then I don't know if I will try and get some hunting practice in, but that's kind of a goal I want to try and get to, or if nothing else, try and get into some gun practice, work on my aim better, work on, shooting a gun, which, okay, certain guns I could shoot just fine, but, I've been to a shooting range a few times and, shot some guns, and, you know, my aim's kind of like all over the place, so, which luckily we either go out like to a field that's in the middle of the woods, or, it'll be at my grandparents' house. She has this one dirt hill that we could shoot at, um, set something down, use that as a target, and, just shoot at it. But, yeah, you know, try and work on my shooting a bit, and, get into some training, and then I would like to try and get some guns at some point, not 100% sure which types at the top of my head, but, that's definitely a goal I have. But, yeah, my biggest goals for 2024, hit the gym, lose weight, gain muscle, try and go fishing again, and try and get some better weapon training in, Those are my main goals, And at some point this year, maybe try and take a trip down south too, but I'm not holding my breath on that one, If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, not the end of the world. So be it. But, yeah, haven't received any comments on here. Oh, well. Not a big deal. My channel doesn't get a lot of attention anyways, but I can't complain too much, though, because, I've been getting a lot of people that subscribe to my channel lately, like, just, and for that, I am thankful for, definitely makes me feel like my channel is getting bigger and bigger, Will it ever be a famous YouTube channel? I don't expect it to be. If it does, then that's cool, but, I don't ever plan on this YouTube channel getting big. But, again, like I said, I definitely like the fact that my subscriber count is gaining a bunch, Absolutely thankful for that, It definitely makes me feel happy because, people are enjoying some of the content I'm making, Even though the past few months I really haven't been putting a whole lot of content out because, like I said, my main recording device is down at this point, so, which I'm hoping to get back into it real soon, not holding my breath on when I'll start doing it, but, eventually I will get into it. I just don't know when at this point, you know. So, yeah. Not 100% sure what else to talk about. Uh, oh yeah, there are some videos that I did take. Like this one video I haven't uploaded yet. I've been meaning to, and I just haven't had the chance to. I took some videos last weekend while we were at a Christmas tree farm getting a tree from my aunt and my grandma, and which tomorrow we're supposed to go and get a tree for my dad, which I'm happy for. My dad and my stepmom, anyways. So looking forward to that, and then not this weekend, but next weekend we're supposed to go do some shopping. Like I said, I might not get a lot of shopping done because I don't have a crap ton of money, unfortunately. But yeah. Um, I don't really think I have anything else on here major to talk about. Oh well. If something else comes up, then I'll probably do another live stream in like a week or so, you know. But I think that's it. Thought I had a lot more to talk about, but I guess I don't. But that's it. To anybody that watched this, thank you. I know while I was doing this live, it didn't really get a lot of views, so oh well. Not my problem. It is what it is. But that's it. Everybody take care. And also, happy early holidays. Merry Christmas. You know, Christmas isn't for another few weeks as of the time I'm doing this video, but oh well. Anyways, you guys all take care now.